that finding a number, all right, is X. So X is, all right, now is 96 greater than, that's how I'm getting the plus 96, greater than what? Negative X. It's opposite. If X is the number, negative X is the opposite. All right. And so from there, I can see that solving this is not that big of a deal now. So X is equal to 48. Now, again, I'm understanding. Remember, Oliver, you have two questions. That's it. So you're making them count. All right. So X equals 48. All right. Now, 48, the opposite of 48 is negative 48. And does everybody agree that that's 96 greater? 48 is 96 greater than its opposite. Does everybody agree with that? All right. I don't care if you can figure it out mentally. That's not what I care about. Right? I care about, were you able to construct the equation, and then were you able to solve the problem? All right. Anybody have any questions with that? What, Oliver?
How can it be 2x and it's x minus x?
What, say that again, Oliver?
How can it be 2x and it's x minus x?
Are you not knowing how to solve that equation, Oliver, now? At this stage of the game, you're asking me how to solve that. Is that what you're saying, Oliver?
Yeah.
You don't know that I added X to both sides here? And 1X plus 1X is 2X? Is that what you're telling me, Oliver? No, I'm not asking about number 4. We're not doing that. All right. All right. Now, number 2, I feel like everybody was able to, or should be able to do this. All right. Tell me what the equation is. Hold on. 3x minus 8 equals.
2x plus 15.
That's all there was to that, guys. That's it. All right. So now we. All right. So now that we have that. Okay. So now that we have that, so shut the door. We're gonna be tripping and falling. Thank you very much. So it was all of your fault. All right, here we go. So yes, back to normal now. I'm sorry about that. All right, now that we have that equation, sorry, Mikey, let me get this back because my power is running short. Well, not anymore. Okay, so now it's just solving this. All right, we're just solving this. Yep, and now look, at this stage of the game, it is not necessary to do this step. Minus 2x, minus 2x, plus 8, plus 8. That is rather boring to me. I feel like everyone in here has now been trained thoroughly enough to do that. All right, Oliver, when I write the answer, it's not that I'm skipping a bunch of steps. It's that I trust you know that 3x minus 2x is x, and 15 plus 8 equals what? 23. So that is how I'm getting the answer here.
Okay.
All right. Very nice. Easy as that. Mr. Cappy, listen, you guys got to stay focused. All right. I have a big test next Friday, and it's just word problems. All right. Every little bit helps. Every little bit. All right. So speaking of that, Mr. Cappy, I'm going to let you write out number 4 for me. 4x plus 25 equals.
Minus 13.
You are amazing, actually.
And the answer is 4.
No, hold on a second. Now, here is where we cannot go directly into an answer because it doesn't come out to be x equals something. You're still going to have to move the 4x over. When I move the 4x over, it becomes what?
2x.
2x. And then I add the 13. So what does that become?
38.
38. And then what?
38 divided by 2.
Then you divide by 2. So x equals 19. All right. And I'm pretty confident you got your calculator out. I'm not struggling with the numbers. I don't care about 38 divided by 2. All right, I wish you would do it mentally, but I don't want that to be the focus. I want the focus to be setting up the equation. That's what the focus is. All right. Now, number 4. All right, anybody have any luck with this? All right, Oliver, what do I do to set it up first?
Okay, so the greater of two consecutive integers is 50 more than twice the smaller. So the greater of two consecutive integers, that would be x plus 1.
You are amazing. So first thing I would like everybody to do is because we're talking about two integers, it's not necessary, but I feel like it's important enough to organize your thoughts. That's my first thing I'm trying to help you understand. Change in your brain, organizing what's in your brain, putting it on the paper. All right.
Okay, so the first one's gonna be x plus 1, the second one's just gonna be x.
The first one is what? X, good. And the second one is x plus 1. Now, looking at that, obviously, Oliver, which one is larger?
Second one.
Yes. So just in case, the second one is larger. All right. So now read it for me.
So okay, you mean read the verb?
Yes, start over.
Greater of two consecutive integers.
Stop. The greater of two consecutive integers, which one is that? Which is what? X plus 1. So I'm teaching you to translate the sentence x plus 1. What does is mean in math? Oliver, equals. I'm letting Oliver do this. Equals. Now, how do I write 15 more than? Plus 15. 15 more than what? 2x. That's what I want. Hold up for a second. That's what I want. This is brilliant. That gets you good points. The equation gets you good points. All right. Even if it's wrong, setting it up will be partial credit. And now solving that out, Oliver, obviously.
Negative 1x equals 14. I mean, negative x equals negative 14.
X equals, thank you, negative 14.
So then.
So what are the two numbers?
Is negative 14. The second one is 13.
So negative 14 and what? Negative 14 and negative 13. Those are my two numbers. All right, I'm happy with that. Tell me. No, I wouldn't. I don't recommend X and Y because you don't know how to solve. Pretty soon we will. But right now, I don't recommend that you use two variables. All right. I promise you. All right. Learn to write it like and if you do use two variables and you get the right answer, I'm not gonna mark it wrong. Right. I'm just gonna let you know as we go down the page, it's gonna get harder. All right. You're trying to write with one variable. What?
I'm looking to say on negative 13.
I added 1. X right here, right? X is negative 14. Then you add 1 and you get what? Negative 13. Mike.
Because if you subtract x from 2x, it would just be, it would be positive, right? And then
Yep, good, good. All right. Anybody else have any questions with number 4? You just did it, Oliver. There's no problem. All right, that's the answer. What? Tell me.
How is 14, negative 14 bigger than 15 more than 26? I mean, how is 13 bigger than positive 24? Negative 13. It's saying it's 15 more.
The greater of two integers,
yeah.
Right? Which is what?
13, negative 13.
Negative 13
is
15 more than
28.
Twice the smaller.
Yeah,
so you asking me a question and then you're telling me rather than listening. That's why I get frustrated. You ask me a question and then you're telling me. What would you like me to do? Listen to you, or would you like to listen to me? Okay, so stop talking. And let me explain it. So the greater of the two numbers is what, Oliver? Okay, that's going to be 15 more than, so I'm putting 15 more than twice the smaller. What's the smaller?
28.
Negative 14 is the smaller. right?
Negative still. Okay.
Now we happy?
Yeah.
All right, you understand me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. All right, here we go. Question number 5. You want to set it up? All right, give it a shot.
Max shot 3 times as many passes as Weber. Well, we can put M down equal, with that equals 3x.
So what I want to do is I want you to tell me the names. Who we talking about?
Talking about Max,
Max,
Weber,
Weber,
and Austin.
and Austin. There we go. That's what we have. All right. Now, again, I just think that's important. Now, tell me, you're right.
So we can first put out, since the Max shot 3 times as many passes as Weber, we can first put 3x
For
for Max,
and
while Austin shot.
wait a minute. And who's X?
Weber's gonna be X. So they don't-
Weber is X.
they don't
Perfect.
tell To Weber, how many baskets he shot.
But I still need 3X and X down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now continue.
Well, Austin shot more baskets than Weber, so it'll be X plus 12.
Yes, X plus 12. Perfect.
If Max and Austin shot the same amount of baskets,
So now how do I write that?
would it be 5x plus 12? No, wait. Oh, wait, we don't need. Would it-
This right here.
Come to the office and bring her.
Okay.
Please come
I don't,
to the
we're not
office.
being distracted. I don't care. I'm working while you're smirking. All right. I'm focusing, ignoring garbage.
Would you?
I'm asking this right here. Read this.
If Max and Austin shot the same number of baskets,
What does that mean?
that means they have, some means they're equal.
Right. Who?
Max.
What is Max?
3x, and then Austin.
And what's true about Max and Austin?
So we put 3x equals X plus 12.
Yes. Did W have anything to do with it?
No.
No, because you're so used to everybody just combining them and adding them. We just want to combine and add. That's not what it says. All right. It's not hard. You have to translate properly. Okay. So now let's solve it. What do we got?
I'm gonna.
Just tell me the next step.
You just divide by 2.
2x
Divide
equals what?
equals 12.
And then
Divided by 2. Divided by 2.
I know. We don't need to say that anymore.
Just say.
All right. We're brilliant. We know I subtracted x from both sides. You don't have to tell me that. 2x equals 12. Then what? X equals 6.
Yeah.
So how many shots did each of them take?
So I mean, they both took 24.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Oh, no, sorry. So Max and Austin both made 18 shots.
Right. Matt, I would you like you to just start with M and tell me how many M made?
18.
18. How many did W make?
6.
And how many did A make?
18.
That's how easy. All right, we're just substituting them in. Let's not make it harder than that. Come on. Well, because it doesn't have to be. You with me on that? All right. We defined Austin and Max through Weber. That's why. You with me on that? That's why it's hard. All right, 100%. All right. So here we go. Now, number 6. Come on, girls. Girls are up. Who's up? Go. Hold on. Go slow so I can follow along, please.
Of the sides of the triangle.
So everybody's going to draw a triangle and they're going to put what down?
So. A would be X, B would be X with 2. and
No, A would not be X. One side length is what? Is X. The other side length is,
Oh, okay. And then so the X is 1 and then I just, sorry.
there. Come on now, just. Thank you. There. No, that's not what you just said. I can rewind the tape for you, but we won't. Okay, X, you said A, B, and C, and I'm trying to find where A, B, and C came into the picture. There is no A, B, and C.
The length of the one side.
Okay, so now here we go. All right, it says Find the length of the longest side if it, what does it refer to?
The longest
Which is what?
X plus one.
X plus 4. It is what?
X plus 6 minus 22.
3x plus 6 minus 22. Please tell me how in the world you did that.
Oh, it's because. Like on the shoulder.
No, I want you to tell me how I came up with that equation.
That's longest.
Yes?
That's 6 minus 22.
Look, guys, I cannot tell you. I just don't think that's that difficult. And yet, when we take the test on Friday, literally, I have kids walking out of here just crying for some strange reason. Part of the reason they're upset is because they're not paying attention now. You have to try on your own to write it out. If you're just sitting here writing these things down because you know I'm going to do it with you, you're making a big mistake. And there will be a train wreck on Friday. All right. And I'm trying to get you into the high school that you want to get into without the efforts. That's not going to work. You got to try. You got to make the mistakes. All right. Everybody thinks these are so difficult. They're not. These are the thinking problems. This is what you want to be good at. All right. So now simplify 6 minus 22. X plus 4 equals 3x minus 16. Now what am I doing? So that makes, and then, no, I want x equals 10. Now I'm going back and reading the question. What does it say?
So it's X plus.
No, it's not what it says. What is the question?
Oh, find the length of.
Find the, well, it says lengths, so that's my first typo. Find the length of the what? So what's the length of the longest side? 14. 14 what? 14 feet would be full answer.
Oh,
Anything less than 14 feet and you don't get full credit. All right. If you put 10, 12, and 14, is that correct answer?
No.
No, because they're not asking what are the sides. They're saying what's the longest side. All right. That's what they want. What?
Decided, I didn't want, I started out like 3.
Now listen to me.
6 equals 22.
No, it's not what it says though. It's not what it says. Now look, because I know you've been working really hard. You hear me? So I'm asking you to go up there and read that better. Find the length of the longest side if it, what is it referring to? Nope. Find the length of the longest side if it is referring to the longest side. If the longest side, which is x plus 4, is 22 less than the perimeter. You hear me?
Yeah.
Look up there. Now, I know I'm terrible at English. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't like the word problems. They were a problem. All right. Unless you're a good reader. If you're a good reader, it makes it easier. So I'm trying to convince you that they're not talking about the perimeter as much as they're talking about what? It is not referring to the perimeter. It is referring to the longest side, which is x plus 4. Are you with me on this? You see it now, right? That's why it's important to read carefully. All right. So I need help with number 7. I need another girl to do one. Come on, girls. Who's going to volunteer for me? Step up to the plate. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate you. Since you were laughing at me while I was tripping. Thought it was so funny. Go. So now, if this was you, who would you rather be? The first one, right? If you were going to work there, what? For a long time. Let's say you were going to work there for a short time. Then yeah, you would do the second one. All right, that's exactly correct. All right, so now how do I calculate James's salary? So I'm going to put J equals.
Plus 1,500.
You are amazing, girl. 1,500x. Now, how do we calculate Abby's? You are amazing, girl. Now, what do I write? What's the question? So both of those are salaries, correct? So what do I do with those two equations? What does the same mean? So what do I do with those two salaries? Well, what you just told me, when are the two salaries what? The same. So when are the two salaries what again? Equal. So this is a salary and this is a salary. So we want to set them what? Yeah. Now look, I can't help you with that, right? Does everybody understand that? It's so difficult for me to help you with that. You have to read that. You have to say in your brain, I want to know when the two salaries are equal. Does that make sense, right? So they're both salaries because you wrote it out that way. So now you're just saying, when does 16,000 plus 1,500x equal 19,300 plus 950x? You with me on that, right? All right, now let's take out your handy dandy calculator. Let's knock this out real quick. What? Go ahead, Sophia, finish it up, please. Good. And what's that? Yes. And then what? Uh-huh. And what's that? What? Shh. Tell me again. Are you subtracting 19,003? It's 19,300 minus 16,000. Are you doing 1,600 or something?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And so my final answer is yes. So we would say after 6 what? Right. After 6 years, they will be equal. After 6 years, they'll be equal. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Pretty happy. All right. Aiden, go. Read number 8.
2,000-liter tank containing 2 liters of water is being filled with water at a rate of 75 liters per minute from the bulk 1,600-liter tank. How long will it be before the two tanks have the same amount of water?
Oh, this is one's tricky. All right. Now, honestly, I just feel like this is a picture. All right. So I have 2 tanks. So everybody's going to draw 2 tanks for me. All right. Come on. Don't be lazy. So in this tank, it can fill what? 2,000 liters, but there's only how much in it right now? there's only 550 in it. And that's being filled from a 1,600 liter tank, right? That's full. Do you agree? So now I've got another tank over here that's full. And that has 1,600 liters in it. So what am I doing?
You're adding the 16,000 liters to the 550 container.
Right, so I'm pushing water from one tank into the other tank, correct? And this one is slowly going what? Up, and this one is slowly going what? And this one is slowly going down, right? It's slowly going down while the water in the 1,600 is being added to the other one. All right. So now I want you to try to tell me, how do I calculate the amount of water in this tank after a certain amount of time?
Would,
What is it starting with? So 550. We're adding water to it, right? How fast is the water going in?
75 liters a minute.
So it's going to be adding 75 liters, 75. That's correct. All right. And X stands for minutes. If you're not sure, X is the amount of minutes. All right. Now, what's happening to the second tank?
It's decreasing.
So how do I write that? What's in that tank?
It would be 16,000 liters. Subtracted by 75.
You are amazing. That's correct. That's exactly right. The water in one tank is going to the other tank. And we're trying to find out when the tanks are going to be what? No, don't listen to him. What are we trying to do?
Equal.
When they're equal. We're trying to find out when the two tanks are equal. All right. So now use your calculator. Tell me what I'm going to do to simplify this.
You're gonna add both 75 together.
Yep.
Which would get you 150.
And then what?
Then you would subtract the 500 by the 1,600.
And what do I get?
50. Oh, 1,550.
1050. And then what?
You would divide the 450. You would
Uh-huh.
get 7.
7 what?
7 minutes.
Yes, 7 minutes. That was a great question.
Please. It's kind of what it's the first step, but I think I was actually for alcohol.
Okay, what time, what time, I mean, what time does it start? Oh, we only have 7 more minutes. Okay. Now, homework is 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, guys, here's what I want you to do right now. Try 9 through 12. All right, see if you can set them up. All right, see if you can set them up. Man, number 9 is a beauty. Number 9 is a beauty. All right, try number 9. We're gonna do all these, but I need everybody to try to set them up. All right, you guys. Yes, thank you. All right, have a great day, guys.